Hello, everybody. Let's get the other camera going as well. And then we will have some fun today. There we go. All right. Hello. We are on day 13 of 21 days of doing Reiki together. And today is the dark moon. Well, tonight is the dark moon, and technically it's at 8:16 a.m. tomorrow morning. But if you wait until tomorrow night to work with it, you'll be working with the new moon rather than the dark moon energy. Dark moon energy is a little different than the new moon energy. So let's talk about the different energies of the moon first. Dark moon is the moment, the night, that the moon is completely void of light. It's completely dark. It's not moving into new moon, so light isn't coming in. It's no longer shrinking in size, so light isn't disappearing, light's already gone. It's a moment of completion, finish, closing off, and it's time for introspection before we start anything new. So the energy of the new moon or the dark moon, really they say you can play with it for 3 days or even up to 5 days, 2 days before, day of, and 2 days after. But really that energy of the dark moon, that one night when kind of nothing's happening, we're just resting and observing and reconnecting and turning inwards. So it's not a time to do a lot of big work. It's time to turn inwards and reflect. New moon, which would be tomorrow's moon all the way up until the moon becomes full, just before the moon becomes full. That's a time of the growing moon. So it's a time to grow your manifestations. So tomorrow we'll work on manifesting with Reiki. And then full moon. So again, 2 days before, 2 days after, you're kind of working with the full moon energy, but the real full moon is that one night. And that is, again, a time of completion, a time of fullness, a time of harvest, time of celebration and worship, time to do deep magic, lots of energy. Dark moon, we don't do a lot of magic. We don't ask the goddess to do work. We allow her a day of rest. We're like, this is a day just to honor, not to ask for more. So full moon is the day that you ask for lots of work because that's when she's in her full power. And then from the full moon to the dark moon again, we have the shrinking of the moon. So the shrinking of things that we want to get rid of. So you would banish or work on things you want to get rid of from full moon to new moon, and work on things you want to grow or improve upon or bring into your life from dark moon to full moon. So that's the stage that we're moving into right now. But today, we're working on turning inside, introspection, sticking with that dark theme, dark side, shadow side, and recognizing what's now finished in life, and then preparing for what we want to bring in. So I wanted to talk a little bit before I forget about ways to bring intention into your practice without a lot of, without anyone really knowing. So for example, I'm wearing dark moon earrings and triple dark moon bracelets made in mother chrome. I'm wearing dark clothing. I'm wearing lilies, which are flowers of the dark goddess. So because I've brought these things into my work today, I've layered many layers of intention. Even the color of my lipstick is more purples and cooler colors rather than warmer colors, connecting with that dark, quiet side of the goddess. So I've done that intentionally just to show you that these are ways that you can layer intention into your work without really anyone ever noticing what you're doing. But you're doing it with intention, so you're bringing extra power, extra strength, extra Reiki to what you're working on. So where to begin today? Let's also begin with the card that I drew. So the card that I drew today, this one's from the fairy deck. Where's this one here? This is an old deck. I love it. I've been using it forever. I really only use it on really powerful days when I have some serious stuff I want to work on. And today is a powerful day, but it's powerful introspection instead of powerful sending energy out into the world. And what's fascinating about this card, which is the Pixie Collective, is essentially they are telling you, you know, this is work that has to be done. So get on with it, have fun with it, make it beautiful, make it zestful, make it full of energy, but do it. It has to happen. So I thought that was funny. Always there's a good message in everything. And the other thing that I wanted to talk about is a labyrinth. This is something that's very easily done with Reiki through meditation to kind of turn your mind in on itself. I posted in the event dialogue all about labyrinths, and I posted a copy of this labyrinth, so hopefully you can print it out. Following a labyrinth is a way of focusing your mind and calming your mind and turning it in on itself and allowing the subconscious to turn in on itself as well. So read over that. If you can print this out, great. Or if you can find a finger labyrinth somewhere, it's a really great meditative way to just turn Reiki on, let it flow, and feel yourself turning inside and healing inside and just calming the mind. So we'll do one of those today. But before we do any of that, let's ground and center and send some energy out. The energy that we're going to send out today is going to go to a higher being. This time it will be the dark moon representation. So that might be the divine feminine in your life, whatever that might be. Mary Magdalene, Mary Mother of Jesus. It might be one of the dark goddesses like Hecate or Persephone in her dark aspect, or it might just be the divine feminine itself, that feminine energy. So think about kind of what you want to connect with before we start sending our energy out there. And let's ground and center. Yes, I've covered everything I wanted to talk about today. So feet flat on the floor, or you can sit in lotus, or you can sit in seiza. It doesn't matter. Just what you want is a straight spine. You want to be able to sit comfortably for the whole time, and you want to be able to connect to the earth. All right. So focusing in on our breath. Using the Hado breathing. It's just not comfortable in this, guys. So close, but so far away. Belly breathing. And when you feel like you've got a good connection to your breath and you're starting to feel the energy flowing, send your energy down into the earth. It's also that time of year when the Earth Mother is dark. She's sleeping, she's hibernating in the Northern Hemisphere, right? So another way to connect to that dark side. You start to really become aware of your body once you're used to doing this stuff. I'm so uncomfortable today. I've been on working at school or at school in my home office on a crappy chair that's not so comfortable. And I have to go back there after this. And I'm just noticing like how misaligned my spine and hips and shoulders are. So, it's okay to kind of try and adjust and be a little bit fidgety in the beginning while you try to bring your body back into alignment. But eventually, hopefully, you'll be able to find that most comfortable aligned space and calm the body down. Okay, now that you're feeling really connected to Mother Earth, then you want to connect to Reiki. And what we can actually do at this time is ask that Reiki energy from the dark moon come down on us and see if you notice a difference in the energy. Okay, so just again, sitting as we always do, relaxed, engaged core, connected to the earth. Open up your crown chakra to receive energy from the dark moon, allowing Reiki to come in through that portal. And allow the energy to pour all the way down your body. Don't just hold it in the crown chakra. You want it to come all the way down through the body, all the way to the feet. If you feel any pressure in the head or you start getting a headache, you're not letting that energy flow all the way down into the feet and then into the earth. When you're feeling a strong connection to that energy, next you want to make sure your shields are up. Let's take that visualization of having that eggshell all around you, strong and protective, whole. Okay, so we'll bring our hands together in Gasho, thinking about this meditative state that we're now in, this connected state, and bringing our attention to the 5 principles. Just for today, I will let go of worry. I will let go of anger. I will do my work honestly. I will remember to give thanks. I will be kind to my neighbor and to all living things. Let's take a few breaths just to solidify that in our hearts and in our minds and in our subconscious too. Okay. Now you already have that connection with the moon, dark moon energy coming down. Now build a bridge, a connection that flows both ways so that you're sharing energy with her just as she is sharing energy with you. And we'll do that for 2 minutes, starting now. Just about 20 more seconds. Those 2 minutes go fast. So if you want to continue on with your connection, that's totally fine. Go ahead and continue on afterwards. The next thing I'm going to suggest is now turn your focus inwards. Go ahead and spend some time with the labyrinth, with your fingers tracing the labyrinth into the center and then back out again. Use it as a meditation. Allow Reiki to flow through you as you are doing this meditation. And just see what comes of it. See how peaceful you are. See how more balanced your right and left brain are after doing a labyrinth. Makes a big difference. And this is something that you can consider doing every full or every dark moon, just as a way to rebalance, reset, refocus, turn inwards, and spend some time with yourself. So tomorrow we're going to do new moon manifestation. So if you want to plan ahead for that, if you have a piece of paper, those sheet protectors, that's ideal, but you don't need it. A marker and a pen or pencil, and the things that you want to manifest over the next 2 weeks. All right, I'm going to go enjoy my finger labyrinth, and I will see you all tomorrow.